So first I want to just test, is the strength the same? Let's see. Yeah, fire. I'll only be Ghayal. I'll only be Ghayal returns. I'll only be Ghayal once again. You acted in Ghayal in 1990. It's been quite some time. How is filmmaking different at that time? Being on a set different at that time?
Well, everything has changed, so there's nothing like that. But definitely, the fun of the whole thing was that when I did that film, it was a great task achieving what we achieved out of that film. I wanted to do that film, a remake of not remake, a sequel to it, because I always that time dreamt of like in Hollywood we were doing films जो अच्छी लगती थी. I used to see them like Lethal Weapons and all those things. उनके part 2 देखने को दिल करता था, part 3 yeah. तो मैं भी सोचा था मैं भी मेरी फिल्म का करूँगा, लेकिन हो नहीं पाया था.
Here where you make a part 2, where you make a sequel, people say that, even media says, you've run out of ideas and, everyone is making part 2 and a sequel and a part 3. But we never blame the West if we see. Why do you think?
No, it is not making part 2s or 3s is something you run out of creativity. That's not the thing. Exactly. We say that is because at times the part 2 or part 3s don't have that kind of earnesty and that kind of something which was then the first part,
Right.
So always compare, like I said, I remember watching, what was that, Terminator?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the Terminator came after that. Mm-hmm. That was really good. It matched up to it.
And this time you got Dan Bradley and, the action, everybody's saying one thing, that the action is really good and you have to see it. You really made an effort this time to make the action for the 2015 audience?
My effort was to make a film which is relevant today, because I myself, with the rest of my colleagues, I felt we were lost in doing certain things we've been doing over and over again. So it was time we started doing something which should be there.
Is this a good time for cinema? You get to see something in Hindi cinema that's really come of age?
Yeah, definitely. मैं अपनी खुद की फिल्में नहीं देख पाता हूँ कितनी बार, so that's not the scenario. Which was the last film I saw? I saw Amitji's film, जो पीछे Piku.
Yeah.
And it was nice. It was a nice film.
Is there always a pressure to, when you make a film, you would also like to touch 100 crore and 200 crore? Whatever?
Well, I don't know why people talk more about financial things than they talk about, did they like the film? Did they enjoy it? Was there something which they took back with it, which they want to watch it again on a video or something? I don't see people talking that, but we seem to be always running around the numbers. So that's not a healthy thing, if you ask me.
You also said, nowadays actors have become commodities. I mean, weren't they always commodities? Weren't they always?
No, I think it's from last few years, couple of years, I would say. Okay. It all started off like that. Definitely. During the time when my dad was there, dad is still there. During that period, and then during the period when we came in and all those things, things were not like that. Definitely, we were basically more concentrating on a good film, good subject, good story, and moving ahead, because that was what we wanted to do. As time went by, I don't know when, where, how, somehow it started turning into a commodity, and that's what's happened now. So
over the years, the actors I've interviewed, some do, some go on reality shows and do it because they really enjoy it, and a lot of actors have told me that they do it because they have to do it. Is it challenging to get out of your comfort zone, do a reality show, go and dance? Would you be comfortable?
Well, I've been doing it. I've done a hell of a lot now, off late for my film, and obviously initially I has to have, because it's not a comfort zone for me. But then if I have to do something, I always speak and I tell others also, and I've started following that. I should enjoy it.
You should enjoy. One thing before going, I want to ask you, what is the one thing, Sunny, that the industry has taught you?
You learn patience, and that's what you basically get. You learn to control yourself, and patience is the thing which I always say that being an actor, that's what I've learned from this industry.